Okay, so we're at our final step here, step 4 of updating the Spring Data REST configs. So we have our REST APIs in place, but we want to make sure that these REST APIs are read-only, because in this scenario, there's no need for us to make any modifications to the countries or states because that's reference data. We don't want to modify that via the REST API. So we'll use a similar approach that we used earlier as far as kind of locking down the REST APIs. And we'll do that work here in our MyDataREST-config class. Alrighty, so let's expand this window here and scroll to the top. So at this moment, we should be in MyDataREST-config. And in the method configure repository REST configuration, that's where we disable HTTP methods for the product and also for the product category. Now, one thing about it here is that you'll notice that this is duplicate code. There's only really one thing here that's different. Everything else is the same. So we'll actually kind of take the duplicate code and we'll refactor it into a reusable method. And so let me zoom in here. So the only thing that's different in these code blocks here is the line for domain type. And then we have product.class, and below we have for domain type product category.class. Other than that, everything is the same. So we'll simply pass in the class as a parameter. So first off, let's go ahead and grab this section of code here and let's refactor it and extract it as a method. So I'll choose this refactor here and I'll say extract method. And now I can give the name of the new method that they're going to extract here. So I'll call it disable HTTP methods. And I'll keep all the other defaults here and I'll hit refactor. So notice here on line 40, they have a method call for disable HTTP methods, and that's for the method that was just created here at the bottom. So that's that refactored method that the IDE created. We still need to do one small change here. So we need to add a new method parameter, pass in the class, because right now we still have product category kind of hard coded inside of this method, and we want to pass this in as a parameter. So I'll actually just take this little section here for product category.class and I'll just cut it, do a little cut paste exercise here. So I'll just cut that and then I'll paste it up here. So I'll pass it in as a parameter value. So product category.class config unsupported actions. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll move back down to line 48 and I'll tell it to use the method parameter that's passed in the class. That's the one that we just defined on line 46. So now we're going to call this method and we'll disable the methods there for that given entity type or class. So let's do a similar thing up top here. So up top we have product class, the same code. So I'll just replace this code with our new method. So I'll just kind of grab this code and delete it really. And I'll just copy this method here and then paste it. And so I'll disable methods for product.class and also for product category. So I'll just do a fix here on the imports. And there we go. So that's the same code that we had before. It's just been refactored into a reusable method here. So I like it. This is a bit cleaner than the coding that we had before. And now let's go ahead and copy these two lines. And then we'll do a similar thing here for our other entities, our new ones for country and also for state. Okay, great. So now we're able to kind of lock down items here for country and state by using that same functionality that we already have in place. All right, so good job. So we've pretty much covered all the coding here for the back end. We're in good shape. And in the next set of videos, we'll move into writing the code for the front end. So I'll see ya there.